The beauty industry and professions contained within are not exempt to laws and regulations. In this learning module, you will become familiar with the state and professional governing bodies of the beauty industry. After completing this module, you will be able to list the 2 governing bodies of the beauty industry in the state of Virginia, explain the purpose of each governing body, list the licensure requirements for the various courses of study, identify renewal and continuing education requirements for each license. As a beauty professional practicing in the state of Virginia, there is one primary governing body, the Department of Professional and Occupational Regulations, or DPOR. This state agency is responsible for managing and verifying the certification and activity of professionals in a number of fields: cosmetology, tattoo, nail technology, and other professional trades outside of the beauty industry. Should you opt to become a business owner, you will be required to fulfill the requirements of both your local and state government. We will cover the steps involved in this process as we progress through this module. Each program is comprised of a detailed list of requirements to include topic and dedicated hours. Your dedicated hours are a combination of learning activities by way of theory or classroom lecture and practical or hands-on experience. In the online mode, your learning opportunities are limited to those that only require dedicated hours in the form of theory. After fulfilling the dedicated hour requirement for each required topic in the program, you must apply to take the exam. In addition to your personal information and signature, this application also requires the signature of your learning institution to confirm that the required dedicated hours have been met. Like the learning activities, exams are divided into 2 modes, theory and practical. This application also serves as your means to schedule your theoretical exam. This is a proctored, computer-based, 100-question multiple-choice test covering a range of topics taught in your program. You must earn at least 75 points out of 120 to receive a passing score. For the practical exam, you will be required to apply what you have learned in your program. Practical skills such as infection control, curling, cutting, and more are evaluated here. After passing this portion of the exam with a score of 75 points or more, you will be required to submit a licensure fee notice to DPOR. You will then be issued a professional license by the Department of Professional and Occupational Regulations. This license gives you the authority to practice your designated trade in the state of Virginia. Let's review the licensure process once more. You will complete your training program meeting the requirements of DPOR. Next, you will complete the application to test. This application will need to be signed off by your institution before you will be approved by DPOR. Once approved, you can schedule your exams online. After passing both exams, written and practical, with a score of 75 or more, you will submit a licensure fee notice. Once approved, you will receive your license to practice your trade. Now that you are licensed to practice, you have the option of working for an existing salon as an employee or as an independent contractor. You may also opt to start your very own business. Let's explore these options and the associated requirements in more detail. Should you decide to become an employee of an existing beauty business, there are some important things to consider. As an employee, you will be offered a base salary and/or hourly rate. This means that salon traffic may fluctuate, but you will be guaranteed the base pay. The salary or rate may be supplemented by commission. The owner may reward employees a specific commission rate based on services provided or retail sales. In this type of environment, the owner usually provides supplies such as products, equipment, towels, aprons, smocks, and more. As with many employers, health benefits and insurance are very important. The ability to acquire these items is at the discretion of the employer. Some may include these features in the compensation package, while others may offer them at a discounted rate. Keep in mind that not all employers will offer benefits and insurance packages. Some newly licensed practitioners choose this option in an effort to practice in the field while simultaneously building clientele and learning the interworking of a successful business. As an independent contractor, you are in essence renting space from which to operate your business. A salon owner pays the lease and relies on your rental fee, also known as booth rent, to pay the bills to keep the facility open. The salon owner will communicate the rental fee so that you can begin planning. Some owners offer discounted rates for a limited time to aid you in building clientele. However, this is at the discretion of the individual owner. With these types of arrangements, there is no base salary offered. Your pay is directly related to the services you provide. If you have a day of canceled appointments, you receive no pay and will still be responsible for the rental fee and your other expenditures. In these type of arrangements, you may be offered commission for retail sales only. As an independent contractor, you are responsible for most or all of the supplies and products that you use. Some owners may offer towel service or other services and will communicate that with you while the rental agreement is in process. Remember, in this type of arrangement, you are in essence a small business owner without a physical building. You are using another owner's building and renting a space within. As a small business owner, you are responsible for acquiring an individual benefits plan as well as insurance policies. Technically, an independent contractor is an entrepreneur. The only difference is how one accesses the physical building. Here, we are discussing the entrepreneur that accepts the responsibility of physical building payments and utilities. This entrepreneur pays a lease or mortgage payment in order to maintain the property. Unless the property was a former salon, some budget should be set aside for renovations. Along with the lease or mortgage payment, the owner is also responsible for utilities such as electric, water, temperature control, and more. After these primary expenses are considered, the business owner must determine how income will be made. Employment structure, retail, and commission are all options that the business owner must consider. In addition to these major considerations, the business owner must also become familiar with business processes such as accounting, tax requirements, group benefits, and insurance plans, and the hiring process. If you are considering becoming an independent contractor or entrepreneur, there are a number of steps that must be taken. You must contact your local or city government with the intent to start a business. You must apply for and acquire a business license with DPOR. You must also ensure that your business is registered with the federal government. This is dependent upon the business structure you pursue. After working in your field, your licenses, professional and business, will need to be renewed. In the state of Virginia, this is required approximately every 2 years. Currently, there are no continuing education requirements in the state of Virginia. However, other states may vary. Please be certain to stay connected with GPOR for news and updates regarding these topics. Now that you have received a brief overview of the laws and regulations for our industry and state, please take a moment to review the resources included in the learning module and complete the quiz.